Hi, Lesson 4 Object Oriented Programming using Java, presented by Ashok Kumar, lecturer in computer science from GDC, Chintalapur. In this video, we will discuss differences among C, C++, and Java. Coming to this slide, it describes the differences among C, C++, and Java. As per your knowledge, you know C language according to the previous semester study. We don't know about C++ language, but we are studying now Java programming language in this semester. But we are observing several differences among these three languages on different aspects. Different aspects are shown in the first column of this particular table. Maybe few aspects are known to you already, but few are maybe does not known to you. But according to those aspects, the differences we will observe now. First of all, the first aspect is paradigm. What is the methodology or design structure of program in C, C++, and Java? You know, C is a general structural language. In this language, we are using several functions to create programs, main functions and other functions. So functions are nothing but like methods and procedures. So C is called as a procedural oriented programming language. But coming to C++, it is again an example of object oriented programming language. Java is also an example of object oriented programming language. Because C++ and Java both are uses objects and classes to develop the programs. And the next aspect, platform dependency. Platform dependency means the developed programs depends on any hardware or software platforms. C is depends upon the hardware you are using to run our program. Similarly, C++ also depends on hardware of your machine to run our C++ program. But Java is independent of your platform. That means whatever software you are using and whatever hardware you are using, it does not depends upon those. If you have a Java program, it runs on any machine, so it is an independent machine, independent language. And the next aspect is union and structures. You know this term in C you are using unions and structures to store different types of information in variables. C supported these unions and structures. C++ also supports these two concepts, but Java does not support the unions and structures. That means unions and structures concepts not in Java. And the next aspect is preprocessor directives. That means in the C language, in a C program, before the main section, we are using some header files and definition sections by using a preprocessor, hash symbol. Hash include hash define. Okay. So these preprocessor directives, that means header files and other definition sections are supported in C. In C++ also, you can use these preprocessor directives. That means header files and other definition sections. But those preprocessor directives not supported in Java. That means you cannot use header files and other preprocessor statements in Java. And the next aspect is inheritance. In C language, there is no inheritance concept, that means deriving one object from another existing object. C++ supports as well as Java also supports inheritance concept because C++ and Java are object oriented programming languages. But we have different types of inheritances: single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance. Like in Java, multiple inheritance not supported, and other type of inheritances are supported. But in C++, all types of inheritances are supported. So it is a pure object-oriented programming language. I have a question. Which one is the pure object-oriented programming language? The options are C, C++, Java, and the last one is all the above. Now the answer is C++. The next aspect is overloading. C does not support overloading. C++ supports overloading. Java also supports overloading. But you have different types of overloading concepts. Operator overloading not supported by the Java. These overloading concepts are useful to achieve polymorphism concept. And next one is pointers. In C, you are used pointers to access the variables through addresses. In C++, also pointers concept is there, but in Java, there is no pointers concept for avoiding the security issues. And next one is code translation. That means how our program will be converted into mission level program. Okay, so in the C program will be compiled, C++ program will be compiled, but Java program will be interpreted. The main difference between compiled and interpretation means the C program entire program will be converted into machine level. That means zeros and ones at a time, but coming to the interpretation, line by line will be translated into mission level form. And next aspect is multi-threading. Multi-threading is nothing but to achieving the parallelism, the program will be divided into small threads, piece of codes, and executing all these threads will in parallel. In C++, this concept not supported. In C also it is not supported, but in Java it will be supported. And exception handling is the another important concept. It will uses error tracing and handling process. For example, if any program you are executing, some error occurs runtime or as well as in compile time, how to handle those errors automatically. Okay, so there is no exception handling mechanism. That means there is no error handling mechanism in C, but in C++ it's supported. In Java it is also supported. And another concept, templates. This concept is not supported in C. It is supported in only C++, and this concept is not supported in Java also. And another aspect, storage classes like auto, extend, registers, etc. In C language, storage classes are there. You are already studied. In C++ also you can use all these storage classes, but in Java there is no support of storage classes. You cannot use auto, extend, register keywords in Java. Next aspect is global variables. That means you can access this variable throughout program, sometimes outside of the program also. In C it is supported, in C++ it is supported, but in Java it is not supported. These are the main differences among C, C++ and Java languages. Thank you for watching.